everyone, good morning. It's Monica with Scrap Saturdays, and here I am with another layout for you. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. I know that it's Easter for many of us, so I'm hoping everyone's having a very blessed, wonderful Easter with your family. Everyone's in good health. Many blessings to everyone. So today I'm going to do a layout that I hope I can do a little bit of it like this, which I call live, and then the rest of it I'll do maybe fast forward if it gets too long. I've pulled out most of the stuff that I want to use. The first thing, of course, is always start with a photo. Print yourself a photo. Decide beforehand if you want to use some colorful paper or very neutral paper, and that way you can decide if you want to have a colored photo or a black and white photo, or it doesn't matter if it's just any photo. It's a photo of myself and my husband. I pulled out my felt gray letters from the dollar store, and I have already thought about what my title is going to be. So I do have my pre-chosen letters just pulled out. One, it helps you to know whether or not you have enough letters, and two, it's just a little bit faster once you get started. It's really up to you how you want to do that. I've also gone ahead and used my Sizzix Embosslit Beautiful Wings die cut, and I've cut out many little turquoise butterflies using the Recollections paper. And again, that's just to save time. I don't want to, do everything while we record. I really don't have that much, I don't know if it's time, but the recording that I use only gives me 12 minutes at a time, so I'm kind of like in between that. But some things you want to use it, so you might as well go ahead and do it. The Recollections embossing powder in gold, some Heidi Swapp Color Shine in teal, my Versamark Dazzle ink in champagne, some Fisker punches along with Martha Stewart and Recollection punches, some heart ones, all the butterfly ones that I have. I pulled out my leaf one because I'm really seeing a trend here with white leafies type motifs, so I'm hoping that I might use it or not. Another Recollection stamp that I picked up at Michael's. I might use that in combination to my title. I believe I want to put my title as This Love, and so using just the stamp and then this in my letters. But again, I'm playing along with you, so we'll see what the end result is. The same collection pack that I've been using by Crate Paper, the Portrait Collections, because it does have some really nice turquoise and colors that I like. My Martha Stewart butterfly stamp set, and I don't know if that way is easier, and I love it. I don't even have the original packaging that goes with it anymore because I've used this so many times. And again, it's what I always tell you, if you've got a favorite, it's great. It's like eating spaghetti every night for my kids. They love it, they eat it, they're good, use it. So I'm going to be using as many of these as I can. My base paper is going to be Basic Gray. Again, it's that same paper pack that I've had, that everything is basically ledger paper. And then I pulled out some of the turquoise colors from Crate Paper that I think I would love to use as layering on the back of my photo. So I do have a lot of people who leave comments or watching everybody else's video, and I don't know if it's directed at everyone, but it's kind of directed at everyone. But it's not because I know better. It's just this is what I do. This is how I get to the end result. Usually the comment is, I don't know how to start. I love what you've done, to whomever. I love it. The layout is awesome. It's beautiful, but I don't know. I could never do that. I don't know how to start. Well, I'm going to tell you today, and every Saturday when you join me, I really want you to either press pause, get your photo out on Saturday morning, put me on your TV, on your laptop, wherever, and let's scrap together. Really, I mean it. I can't see you. You can see me, and even if I do a boo-boo, I've showed you. I just kind of say, ooh, not too happy with that, but we can keep going together, right? So, in all honesty, I do have a clipboard. I do watch YouTube videos, and I do write down some of my inspiration. I do kind of, and my camera doesn't really focus, but this little top square here, it's got all of the embossing and little doodles. I'm not an artist, I can't draw, but I know that's a butterfly. That's a butterfly to me. And it's got my picture in the center, and then I kind of use arrows and I map out, what I want to do here. So I wanted to use a 2x2 photo. Well, I don't really have that. It's a 3x3 or a 4x4, so we're going with it. I wanted to use patterned paper under my photo. I wanted to use the Embosslit die cut things, and this is all sitting on my couch while I watch everybody else's video. These are inspirations that come to me, little snippets that I take from other people's videos that help me inspire me throughout my scrapbooking. I wrote down that I wanted to stamp and emboss using the butterflies stamp set that I had, and then use the water down or some kind of splatter form behind or on top of the butterflies to use like a resist type effect on it, and then go from there. I didn't write down anything else. I call it my 12x12 idea. You don't need to start off with a really good piece of paper. You could use the white inserts that come in our scrapbooks. You know, the albums that we buy that are post-bound. They all come with those inside sheets that I don't know what you do with them. Sometimes I don't do anything with them. Sometimes I practice on them, because that way I hope you're feeling less guilty. I mean, you're not going to use that much embossing powder. You know, yes, maybe, you know, the Color Shine or whatever mist you're going to use might be the most expensive thing that you're using. So start off with something different, or don't be scared to use your stash or use something that you have, and play until you see what it is to emboss, see what it is to resist. Find the right angle with your brushes, you know, tap it a little bit more, tap it a little bit less, but practice while you watch our videos. Be encouraged to press pause and go back and say, well, what did she do? Or what did he do that's a little bit different? Where can I adjust? What did I like about this layout? And don't strive for perfection, just strive to have fun while you're doing it, because then you feel good and relaxed, and there's no, you know, perfect end result. But if doing something like I do on the clipboard, where you kind of jot down your ideas and you've got a basic groove, it is helpful to gather your materials and get your, you know, everything to your desk and start and sit down and do it. Now, it is harder when we do videos, because we don't want to be, you know, reaching and pulling, and then the video is, you know, an hour long, and that's too long to sit and watch too. So just play. I want you to get your stuff out every Saturday, even if it's just for half an hour in the morning, a full hour with me. I really want everyone to walk away and say, wow, you know, I feel so inspired. I feel like I really want to do it. Try it out. You may turn out and say, you know, I don't like embossing so much, or I didn't like working with watercolors, or whatever it is, but try on those, you know, like I said, a scrap piece of paper, or a piece of paper that you didn't really like. You'll probably be impressed that after you've played, you'd love your end result. So let's have some fun. Go get your paper. I think I may fast forward the rest of my video and then do a voiceover. I'll see how that goes. I think it might take me a long time to do what I'm doing, and then we'll go back if it's an easier layout the next time, and I'll continue to do it live. I do want to say in the moment that I thank you to everyone who subscribes, everyone who leaves me, you know, amazing blessings and comments that, you know, yes, our YouTube community is solid. Thank you guys so much, and let's keep supporting ourselves, or each other, pardon me, keep supporting each other in this awesome outlet of what scrapbooking does for us. It's just storytelling from our hearts for our hearts, okay? So let's have fun together. So I'm just going to start off by cutting off the branding strip at the bottom of that basic gray paper. That's going to be my base paper, and I'm laying out the Martha Stewart butterfly stamps, and you can see a couple of them are very well loved with the turquoise on there. Probably a bad washing job, I'm not sure. And what I want to do is I want to leave enough space behind the photos where nothing is going on, but that the butterflies do peek through. So I'm just adjusting it and playing around with which way I want them to lay and which way I think they're going to make the best linear focus all the way down. So I'm stamping them here with the Versamark, and I'm trying to keep my finger down so that I know where the edge of my stamp block goes back, because once I stamp I can't really see where they're at. I just kind of did process of elimination all the way down. So I hope this little tip helps you out, and I'm sure you could use any collage of stamps, whether it be hearts butterflies, flowers even, and create your own background that way. I do want to say this is the first time that I've tried to emboss and resist with anything. I've embossed many, many times before and I love it. I've stamped many, many times before and I love it. And again, it's just trial and error. Practice, have fun. I'm just shaking off that excess embossing powder because I didn't do any prep to the background of that paper. So you may want to do that on your own background paper. So I just kind of just shook it off to the side and it worked out fine for me. I'm not a very picky, fussy scrapbooker. I don't think. I mean, sometimes I do overthink things, or sometimes I just start over, or I just give up and walk away. But when I'm really, really in the mood and I have a plan and I have a vision in mind, I do have so much fun. So here I just heat embossed it up. And now this is a first for me. So I have used my mists before, but I have never really sprayed them directly onto the page or used a full on spray, I should say. And I'm going to reach for, this is actually a baby wipe, but it's one of those baby wipes that are not too moist, so it does work almost like a tissue with just a bit of moisture. And I'm going to let those splatters drop down, and I'm using that same paintbrush that I've used in previous videos. It's my go-to brush. And I'm loving it. I'm having so much fun. This is a voiceover now, but I remember, how I felt when I was doing it. I was so excited. I thought, woo, I'm really doing it. From all the wonderful YouTube videos that I've been watching, it did turn out awesome for me. And here I'm wiping it down and I'm blending it in a little bit more, bringing the color over to the right side a little bit more, and just making sure with my photo in place as to where I think I would like it. And I did have the turquoise type papers picked out initially, thinking that that's what I wanted to do to back my photo. But once I had the misting down, I realized it's not what I wanted. I wanted to keep it more neutral, and the black tones and the beige creamy tones in this paper collection was perfect, and I just loved it. And I also cut out the calendar from the crepe paper. It says October on there because this is our anniversary photo. So I found it perfect and suiting. I'm putting down my title because visually I am a very titled kind person. I mean, if I'm going to do a title, I need to have it down on the page. I've learned this from before where I've sometimes played around and then have no space to put my title. So ironically, I had taken out the This Love title and lost my O for love. And last minute reached for my heart punch and punched out the red coordinating color on the back of one of those black papers that I used to back my photo with, and loved it. And so then I also used an extra piece to matte my photo as well to bring in some more of that red that works so well in this collection. I just thought that the blue tones in the end didn't really go for the background that I wanted. And then here I'm just adding a whole bunch of die cuts again from the crepe paper collection. It's the whole collection that I have in that little baggie that I showed you in the beginning, and I love it. I punched out 3 hearts and I'm layering them together so that they become more solid than just one heart. And that's just, in comparison to the letters, and I'm using a foam dot to raise that to the level of the letters. Here I'm digging into my Scraptastic kit and using my Jelly Bean Soup wood sprinkles that I absolutely love. Love, 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 love them. I wish I had like 100 packages of those wood sprinkles. They're just so gorgeous and big and beautiful. I love them. So I was looking for my stapler, but it's nowhere to be found, so I'm sure that one of the other people that live in my house, I'm not mentioning any names, probably walked off with it, but it's the part that I told you that I struggle with the most, and stapling down my layers seems to work, but everything turned out fine. I just used my ATG. Now I'm going back with my Tombow liquid glue and adding those flourishes or flowers all around, which I've seen on many layouts. So again, it's another one of those things that I told you, if it's inspiring to you, if you see somebody else do it, try it, copy it, you're gonna love it. Here I'm going in and adding all those little butterflies, which are so cute, and I love them. They're so cute. I love the way this page turned out. I love adding those little baby butterflies everywhere. I don't know why. It just makes me so happy. So please have fun. Try something new. If it doesn't work out, try something new again. I appreciate all of the people who take so much time to, make the videos that I watch and inspire me. But I really honestly, when I look back at this, when I was putting it into the album and I look back at this layout, it just makes me so giddy, and I just want everyone else to have that giddy feeling. I did add that little stamp on the far bottom right corner from Ali Edwards, the Technique Tuesday, that you always know just what I need. I did add that in with my gray Hero Arts ink, and I did love it. I'm sorry it wasn't in the video, but it's just one of those afterthoughts. So I'll see you next Saturday. I hope that you love my layout just as much as I do. I hope that you take out your mists and your watercolors and your stamps and you have fun. I hope that I do inspire you each and every time just as much as you all inspire me. Thank you so much. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for leaving a comment, and have a wonderful, happy Scrap Saturday. Oh yeah, and happy Easter tomorrow as well. Thanks so much, guys.